No! Oh! Oh, just get out. Get it out of here!
Yeah. Well, I have something here, Harry. It's showtime!
I love this stuff.
No, that's a trick. That's some kind of special effects.
It's on record. I'm going to save this stuff.
Hello, everyone. We're doing a show.
Surprise!
You get to watch it. So, we got some special guests, too. So why don't we introduce them right now?
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome to the show. We got Brian. And do you
What's
guys
up?
want to introduce yourselves? Feel free.
Hi, I'm Chucky from IJWHTV. How you doing today?
Super.
Very good, thank you.
Good.
Welcome.
Little gassy.
Hey,
There's
so
Chucky, Brian. Do I have another person or just Chucky and Brian?
I think just Chucky showed up.
Just Chucky. Okay, well that's good. Thanks
Cool.
for showing up, Chucky.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Unlike-
having me.
Unlike the other
I get
guy.
it. That was a good showing up, Chucky.
Really? No, that wasn't intentional at all. that was in no way meant to be fun. But thank you. I'll take it. Take it.
Well, why don't we
That's my last-
turn it over to Brian here? He can tell us more about Coldreads and about how it all goes down and go from there.
yeah.
Right. So how Coldreads usually works is either I share a script that I wrote or one of my guests shares a script that I wrote. And since this is the Good Improv show, one of them might share a script later. Do you guys want to go first or second?
Doesn't matter. Whatever's most convenient for you.
All right. Well, I'm going to go first. Who here wants to play like a tough boss?
Tough boss. Dan, I think you're a pretty tough
Yeah,
boss.
I do a good tough boss. I'll be the tough boss, sure.
Yeah. He has that tough boss to me.
The way you wimpily volunteered me instead of stepping up yourself says you would not be a good tough boss.
That's right. I'd be a kind and understanding boss.
Sure, I can do tough boss. That sounds good.
Okay, the tough boss, his name is Jeffrey. In a second, I'm going to share the link in the chat.
Perfect.
So, where is it? Should...
Our viewers got a cool close-up of Justin's finger there.
Yeah.
Rare detail that you, I guess, rarely see.
Showing,
That's why it's a rare detail.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for this chat thing.
Yep.
I'm
I
Jeffrey.
punched it now.
So I believe that I am playing the character Howard, and you're playing Jeffrey. So I'm going to tell you the name of the sketch and then the stage directions. Okay,
Cool.
Everybody ready?
Yeah.
The title is Why is Word Girl Making a Comeback by Brian K. Scott. Exterior shot, PBS logo on side of building. Interior, office space. Hey, boss, there was this former kindergarten teacher who came in with a pilot script for a cartoon that teaches math with a twist.
Never mind that. Look at this chart. Nostalgic interest in Word Girl, a PBS property from 15 years ago, has skyrocketed.
Why?
I don't know. Lesbians claiming their sexual awakening was shipping Becky and Violet, out of context compilations where the creator left in the Kinemaster watermark? Who cares? We gotta strike while the iron's hot and reinvigorate interest in this property.
To what end? We're PBS. We can't sell airtime when it airs live. We can't sell the streaming rights or charge a monthly subscription. Plus, our demo is ages 3 to 12. They weren't alive when the original show ran, so they have no reason to be excited for new episodes. And how does any of this help achieve our main goal, teaching first grade math and English?
My God. You're right. PBS doesn't exist to hop on stupid trends. It exists so the government can keep people docile and addicted to TV. So any left-wing anti-capitalist movements can only attract the uninformed and unmotivated. The public is easier to control if they don't have the energy to pick up the remote to change the channel.
And no matter what we do, we're never going to attract the main majority group that wants a Word Girl reboot.
Who is that?
Pedophiles. We just can't compete with DeviantArt.
Ah, those deviants!
And scene.
Good stuff, guys.
That was fun.
That was funny.
So, any notes? Just
Well, I thought it was really funny that the second I shared the link out to my LinkedIn, you shouted the word pedophiles. So I hope that everybody enjoyed that when they tuned in.
I did not know that people know what LinkedIn is. I really thought it was something that, like, you know, you say you have, but nobody really has it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Like when you're a kid, you say, my dad could beat up your dad, and you never prove it. You say to someone, oh yeah, I have a LinkedIn profile, I'll send you it later, and then you never send it to them because LinkedIn doesn't really exist.
You just ghost them, yeah.
No, that was a good sketch. I found it really funny. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I liked it too. Is Word Girl a real property?
That's so great that it works even when you're not familiar with Word Girl, or because my YouTube recommendations have been sending me those Word Girl out of context compilations for weeks now.
I assume it's a young girl that teaches people to read. Is the thing.
Right, and there's like snarky jokes because it's the narrator is Chris Parnell, who plays Jerry in Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And H. Sean Benjamin is in it from Archer.
Nice.
And Jeffrey Tambor is also in it. So like it is an all-star cast of people that are teaching 3-year-olds what words are.
That's amazing.
And they're all really funny. So if you take the clips out of context, it seems like a really hilarious show that you might actually watch if you were not aware of the context that it's a PBS kids show for 3-year-olds.
Yeah. I like that it's nice and short too. I like that.
Yeah, it says everything you need to say. You need to get that pedophile joke in there.
Yeah.
Gets to the point and then
Yeah.
I don't know if I can't compete with DeviantArt though, just because DeviantArt, it's like that's a format for people like doing drawings and stuff rather than like an actual something that's
TV
a video show.
No, there are animators on DeviantArt.
Oh, are there? Okay, all right.
You can't upload video to the website.
Dan's shaking his
So,
head
like,
confidently.
Grounds?
He must have viewed a lot of this.
You can't miss it, Jordan. I mean, come on. Where else am I going to go to get my deviant shit, you know?
Right.
I can't imagine a world where DeviantArt doesn't exist, as opposed to LinkedIn, which I insist does not exist.
Oh, amazing.
All right. Does anyone
Good
else?
sketch.
Does anyone else have any sketches or what else?
I put 2 sketches on the hard drive.
Google Drive, you
there
mean?
you go.
Yeah, on our Google Drive.
Put them on the floppy disk.
I put them on the troppy disk, not the floppy disk. Dad, we're beyond floppy disks. We're into troppy
Beyond.
disks now. It's a new
Copy
era.
disc territory.
It's called Law School, right?
There's Law School. That's a good one.
But we'll be the judge if it's good or not, Jordan.
All right, now there are 3 roles to be cast here. Who would like to play the role of Fred?
Yeah.
There's Fred, Phil, and a third one.
There's Phil, Larry, and Fred.
Phil, Larry, and Fred. So, Brian,
I'm
if
such
you would
a
like...
Larry.
Okay,
I'm
Brian, you
definitely
be
a
Larry. And we have the other guest. Chuck?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what do you want me to play?
You
All
can
right.
play any of the other 2 roles, whichever you like. You can play Fred or Phil.
I'll go with Phil.
Phil, excellent. And then we just need a Fred.
Well, why don't you be Fred, Jordan? You're a
Okay.
sketch.
Okay, sure. Can you throw that over here?
Oh, you need to see it too. God, you're.
I won't be able to scroll, so I don't know how that we're gonna.
I'll scroll for you.
Okay,
don't worry.
you'll scroll for me. All right, I will play the role of Fred. All right, do you guys have the script in front of you?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it.
Okay, fantastic. This is a sketch called Law School.
Guys, I wanted to call you in today to my dorm room because we've been going to law school here for quite some time, all 3 of us.
Yes. Yes.
And it's no secret that you 2 have been doing better than me. I kind of get all the information backwards and mess it all up when the test comes.
It's not a secret.
So I've been thinking, and I've been doing some serious soul searching here. And I've been thinking that I'm just going to become a criminal.
A criminal?
Really?
Yeah, I came to law school to learn the law and help people, but I seem to be getting it all backwards.
So if you're getting all backwards, then you could just...
I could probably excel as a criminal.
I see. I see your logic now. Yes. Yes.
And you're preventing us from representing you, too, by telling us this.
Well, you guys are still students yet, so...
Yeah, we're not lawyers yet.
Not lawyers yet.
Well, that's true. I mean, I kind of feel like when we graduate, you'd want to hire one of your friends.
Well, of course I would. I'd want to hire you both. I'd probably tag team it.
So tag team, like we only get to talk and then slap and the next guy comes in.
See, that's the thing. I have no idea how court works at all. So maybe that is how it works. This is what I'm talking about. I have no idea. You could be joking, but you could be totally being serious.
So what is your first step to becoming a criminal then? What are you thinking of getting into? Kidnapping or...
Objection. Leading the witness.
Wow, he knows his stuff.
Practice.
He knows his stuff.
I'd like to submit into evidence Exhibit A, your entry form into this law school where you said, I want to not be a criminal.
Yeah, I know.
It's weird that you're on law form. The entry form to get into law school.
Will I become a criminal? Then I have to say no.
I guess that's how they weed out the people.
Makes sense. So we all had to sign the same form, right?
That's true.
Sustained.
That's true. So are you gonna go to a different school? Is there a criminal school?
Well, I don't know. I'm not familiar with any criminal schools. It seems like most criminals are self-taught.
Well, it seems to me, if you're going to become a criminal, that you should take this seriously.
I'd want a quality education.
Get a degree.
And enroll in the finest criminal school available.
You're right. I can't just be a lazy man and do it like all the other criminals did. I gotta do it like I would do it.
And here's the other thing, too. Is we all swore to take our major together, so...
Yeah, you're making us break our promise.
Oh, no. No, come on. Come on!
Well, not necessarily break our promise, but change it.
Change our promise?
Doesn't even have to be changed. You guys can do criminal law, and then I'll do getting away from the law for criminals, or some similar equivalent class that a criminal would take.
Well, let me ask you this, though. I don't think there's a school like that exists, but you're getting it all backwards. Logically, the lower grade you get in criminal law, the higher grade you've gotten in getting away with the law for criminals.
Exactly. My credits should transfer over. That's why I'm saying I should be able to move over with no problem.
I think you can stay here, but if you do as badly as possible, that would be graduating with honors in the other one. Getting a degree and failing would be graduating with honors, or the equivalent. That's just simple mathematics.
It does make a lot of sense to me. A lot of sense to me. And that way, I only have to steal tuition from this school. I don't have to try and run away from another student loan from another school instead, right?
Exactly. You're already here. You might as well use it to your advantage.
I mean, you're literally confessing to doing something before doing it.
And I haven't confessed to anything. I haven't done it.
He hasn't done anything yet. He's just hypothetically saying that he may do something, or probably definitely will, hypothetically.
Well, I'm strongly considering it, okay?
Okay.
And this conversation has frankly definitely led me even further towards that path. So if anything, you guys are...
I'll tell you, as someone who can't be your lawyer, I would just like to not give you some legal advice and say that this isn't a great decision.
I'm confused by that entire statement. Did he mean that it's a great decision, or did he mean that it isn't a great decision, but he can't tell you that?
Am I back?
Yep.
Brian?
Okay.
Okay, did you drop out there? Obviously.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's come back on C. I don't understand legalese at all.
Definitely still here, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, page 4?
Yeah,
Or
fifth
3.
Page 3.
fifth line on page 3.
See, I don't understand legalese at all. That's exactly the problem, right? To me, he was threatening to fight me in a knife fight. That's what I was hearing.
That's what you heard?
Well, that's very criminal of you.
Very criminal, I know.
That's quite the leap.
Look, I'm doing everything I can to just not leap across this table and strangle you both. Quite frankly, you know?
Your urges are very strong.
I just think that with the right push from the right people, I might finally be able to really be something in the criminal community.
Here's another thing that irritates me, man. You want to be a good criminal and you're going right to murder? It's like you're going to get caught quick for that, man.
Yeah, start light. Like pickpocketing or jaywalking.
I guess I have to think of it more as a career than like a one and done job. Just a one-off.
It's a journey.
Yeah. Do you think Leonardo DiCaprio woke up one day and just walked onto a movie set and picked up his Oscar on the way?
No, he had to do it in growing pains first.
You're right. It took him years and years. He basically did the equivalent of snatching a kid's candy and robbing an old lady's purse.
Worked his way up.
Yes, exactly. Through acting.
through acting, yes. The equivalent path, I'm saying, you know.
So you need to do that. You need to find your growing pains.
Are you sure you can't be my lawyer? I really want you two to be the tag team that works on this, because I think I'm going to have a great career as a criminal. And I can't promise any big trials in the next couple of years, but maybe 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road, we're looking at death penalty cases.
Well, I'm mainly studying copyright law, so I suppose if you write a book and get sued for it or plagiarism for,
There you go. There's got to be something to give you the death penalty for copyright law.
I suppose you've already headed down the criminal path because I can't represent you. I can't prosecute you because I have to recuse myself because I'm involved in the case now, so I can't even be involved in what would be a really awesome takedown case if I were to take you down.
Oh, come on, man. I want you to have this. I want to have this. I know we're all such good friends here. I don't want to have to lose that.
That's an interesting legal dilemma there, because if you're involved in the case, you have to rescue yourself. You can't be involved in the investigation.
Well, that goes for you too, probably.
All right.
If recuse means go away from the case, which sounds like a really bad thing, you're basically just like mumbling a foreign language to me right now.
All right, hear me out.
Now hold on. He's always had the strongest closing arguments.
Hear me out. What if before you commit a crime, you go up to every police detective you find and talk about the crime? It's a conflict of interest. They wouldn't be able to investigate the case. They'd be involved.
That's an excellent point. Go talk to as many police officers as you can and tell them.
You'll be untouchable.
Well, then I'm not going to get the recognition that I deserve. Let's take you guys being lawyers, for instance. You don't want to go and win a case, get a guy up for murder who, like, didn't murder his wife, you know, and then they're like, oh, some guy got it off. We don't know who it was. That's junk. That's junk.
That's true.
A win is still a win.
A win is a win.
Oh, sure, I'd know in my heart, but I'd know. But it doesn't go up on the board. Other criminals would laugh at me. What crimes have you done? Oh, none. I guess I have to say nothing.
Well, what if you filmed yourself talking about them first, so that everyone who watches it would be involved in the case, and it would be conflict of interest, and they wouldn't be able to arrest you, and then you can film yourself doing the crime, and you'd be untouchable, and people would know you did it. I think it's just a smart law.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that confessing just grants you immunity.
Yeah, because now they're involved in the case, so it's conflict of interest.
Okay, well, that does make a lot of sense.
Trust us, we're in law school.
We're lawyers. Yeah. Well, we're gonna be lawyers.
Yeah, I mean, just about lawyers.
Shots?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to make some ramen?
Yeah, that sounds good too.
Ramen.
You know, I'm glad that we could stay friends during this.
We're here for you, buddy.
And scene.
And that was law school. Thank you for reading it, guys.
That was great.
I love the concept of if you talk to as many police as possible about the case, they have to recuse themselves because they're familiar with the case. So you have to talk to like every police officer. That's very funny.
I think that one could use a bit of an edit there, Jord. I think you could cut some flab on there and
Yeah, I think so
make
too.
that a little trimmer.
I think so too. There's a bit of flab on there, but I think the idea is there.
Right. If you do read it out loud to yourself, you do realize some words are repeated a bunch.
Yeah.
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 Did any of you see the new Batman movie?
No,
Not yet.
not yet.
No. Okay, so
Is there a similar scene in the new Batman movie?
well, it just meant like towards the end about the recording the videos and sharing them out to people made me think of the Batman movie because that's pretty much what happened in there.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
Right. If you make everyone on the planet complicit in a crime,
Yeah,
nobody can convict you.
right. They all have to recuse themselves because they're all biased now.
Everybody's part of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Goes
Yeah.
all the way to the top.
It's like there's I don't know, if I made an NBC show, right? And watching the show was a crime because it's illegal to watch, actual snuff films. Right? Would that mean that I could get 1 million people arrested?
Wait a minute. It's illegal to make snuff films. It's not illegal to watch them, is it?
Certainly it must
I think
be.
it's illegal to watch them. Yeah, because you have a snuff film. You're
What if you
complicit.
just happened to see it? What if it was on, say, on a TV that you were walking by, and you
Just
happened to
playing
look
on
at it?
like just playing on NBC late night? Just like they're just gonna
Yeah.
snuff film.
A SWAT team just
Right,
bursts through the door of everybody who watches the premiere.
And then the SWAT team has to arrest themselves because they were all watching.
And they're like, oh, damn it, they had the video on when we walked in the room.
Like, if I had a snow machine and I filled it with cocaine, right?
And you were just
I
walking.
made the
yeah.
air around 1 million people into coke.
Yeah. Or a wood
Wait,
chipper.
so
You could probably
everyone-
use a wood chipper for that.
Wood chipper, yeah, that's a much better idea.
Feed the bricks
We
through the
had-
wood chipper.
Yeah.
Bricks.
Okay, we've established this. This is our master plan. We're gonna do this.
I'm ready.
We need heroin. We need coke, and then we're gonna get these people drunk. So we're gonna put like vodka bottles in the whole thing with the glass.
That seems a bit dangerous, but I'm all in on this plan.
I don't know. Is the broken glass really more dangerous than the heroin? If you think about it.
I guess that's true. That's a good point. That is a good point. You always think of glass as dangerous, but if you're already doing heroin, what's the difference?
You know what's more dangerous
Yeah.
than glass or heroin or cocaine? Deviant
What?
art. I tell you. You walk by and see it, and it's grim. It's just grim.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this is an opinion thing. It's a should it be, right? Should furry porn be illegal?
Furry porn? Like people dressed up in mascots?
No,
That would-
actual anthropomorphic animals. It's in narrative, they're actually anthropomorphic animals.
Yeah, okay.
Justin, you and I have had this debate 100 times, okay? 100 times now. It's real anthropomorphic animals. What you masturbate to is people in furry suits, okay? They're two wholly different categories, all right?
Completely different animals, if you will.
Human beings in furry suits do nothing for me, okay? You
Why
really
would
like
they?
them. You really like them. Fair enough.
This is what I have to put up with.
As long as the anthropomorphized animals, I'm assuming these are cartoons,
Animated, yes.
animated. As long as they're
Some of the most
consenting
talented
adults,
animators on the planet.
Yeah, I'm just like cartoons.
realize.
Throw them away like it's some Hanna-Barbera repeating background stuff. This is real
Animators.
art.
Look, you can make more money making furry porn on the internet than you can working for Disney, right?
True.
Depends what you're doing for Disney, I suppose.
Yeah,
I mean-
if you're like the president, I imagine you get a pretty good salary.
Yeah, what's that fella's name? Bob Iger or something like that?
Bob
gotta be
Iger,
Shaytac.
you realize
No,
Bob
no.
Iger comes in. Bob Iger goes up to us like, dude, do you realize that this guy making furry porn is making more money than I am? I'm president of Disney, for God's sakes.
And Mickey Mouse must be making a lot. I mean, he's been there forever.
If Disney would just finally decide to say, we're going all in on the furry porn stuff, They have the most desired back catalog of furry-based characters already.
There you go.
Right?
Okay,
And half
call
of
me
them
when
don't
they're doing
have
official
pants.
Mrs. Incredible stuff.
Right. We got Mrs. Incredible. We got Goofy. We got Minnie Mouse.
Donald Duck.
Remember that cow that they used to have that would have the cowbell
Clarabelle,
for?
yeah, Clarabelle
Clarabelle
cow,
the
yeah.
cow, that one? Yeah, that one. You know, they got that one too.
Mhm.
Gold mine.
Oh man, Pete the cat.
Man.
Everybody
so
always
many.
forgets about Pluto. Classic old Pluto there. He's
Jordan, that's disgusting. Pluto's an actual dog. That's
That's dog, Gordon. That's gross.
How dare you?
Reality.
disgusting.
Dare you?
That's just sick.
That's sick. You're sick. You need help.
You can't stop me from owning an art collection. Okay? It's fine art by an artist. As good as any Picasso or Michelangelo that you'll find hanging in some
Picasso.
commoner's home.
Oh, did we lose Brian again?
No, I think he's still here. It's just the camera kind
You
of
can still
dropped out.
hear me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, we can still hear you. Okay, all right. That's
We
fine.
can drop an image in there after this is done. We can throw something in there. Make that
Oh, there we are.
seamless.
There we go.
Oh, good.
We'll throw animated anthropomorphic animal porn in there.
There you go.
All right,
Brian.
finally,
will.
finally. I knew one day I was going to be able to get it on the show. Finally, today's the day.
Okay, we cut to a furry convention. Everybody is selling their commissions in person.
You move the playback.
How much for the pigeon having sex with the bald eagle?
That one's just it's not for sale. It's just to show what I can
I have
do
to
when I
have-
put my mind to something.
I have to have that. I mean, money is no object. I will pay you whatever you want for that. I have to
All right,
have
all
that
right.
in my
4
living room.
million euros. I do not accept US dollars.
4 million euros. I'll find it. I will find it. I have to have that. I've never seen such passion. That the
All right.
way the pigeon
You
is
leave this
caressing.
convention. You leave this conventional. Do not come back here without my 4 million euros.
Okay,
in,
all right.
in like suitcases and stuff.
I will find it. I promise. I promise I'll find it somehow. Somehow I'll find it. We cut to a bank.
Yes,
Hi.
sir. May I help you?
Yes. This is my application for a loan, please. I need 4 million euros.
Oh, that's quite an expensive loan. Are you planning on opening up maybe a car dealership or
No.
a franchise
Nope.
of a restaurant, a popular restaurant, in order to make your money back?
Nope.
Will you be
Nope, it's
investing
not-
in gold? Something that could hold
Nope.
its value for a long term.
I am investing in.
Oh, just don't tell me. I'll read the application. Is that this not so? It's not just a spelling mistake there. Then
No. That's all correct. 4 million euros, please. Is
For a
what I'd like to
picture
take
of-
out as a loan.
a pigeon making love to a bald eagle.
You haven't seen it. You would understand if you saw it. This is an investment, sir. This is an investment, sir. This is art. Okay, this is
Fine.
going to
Okay, you know what I'm
only
gonna
increase
do?
in value. There's no way it can't.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to loan you the money. On the contingency that you bring that picture back here and let me see it.
Oh, yeah, done. I'm going to show it to everybody. I'm going to carry it around. Everyone needs to see this picture.
We cut back to the table at the convention. So this idiot doesn't know that I have 1,000 of these, right?
Here you go.
And
Here you go.
I
Come
came
back.
up with the. Oh yeah.
Back. There you go. In suitcases, just like you asked
You
for.
actually.
4
I made
million
up that
euros.
number and you got the suit. Okay, well here you go.
Yeah.
I have a really nice frame, right? So I'm just gonna put this in the frame.
Oh.
How does this look?
Oh, Al, that's amazing. That's amazing. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. It's so exquisite.
And one of a kind. And I want you to look me in the eye, right? I wouldn't lie to you. This is one of a kind. You are
Of
the
course.
only person.
Well, I mean, this is no one could recreate something like this twice. I mean, this was
Yeah.
as if God's finger has painted this. That's what this is like.
We cut to after the convention. Justin goes to his buddy's house to show off his new picture. Hey there, Justin. I'll let you in just a minute here. I'm just hanging up my new acquisition. Bought myself some artwork.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Got a real steal of a bargain, too.
That's
The guy wanted...
You bought that?
Yeah, the guy wanted $30 for it, and I was like, whoa, that's a little steep, don't you think? Just for a little picture of what only like some weird deviant would want. He dropped it down for me.
$30, huh?
Wow. He dropped it to 25.
Wow. Okay. I was gonna.
What do you got? I want to see yours. You were so excited on the phone. You were just bragging and bragging, saying, "Hey, remember that one image the two of us both have in our minds of what the ultimate animal love relationship would look like?" I may have acquired it, so I'm just curious to see what you got there.
It's really not very good now that I'm thinking about it. I really don't. It's the same picture you have.
What?
Like the exact same picture.
Oh, you know what? I got taken for a ride. I should have got him down to like $10. I knew it. What do you pay 25 too? God, we're a bunch of idiots, aren't we? The two of us.
I paid 40 million euros for this.
40 million euros?
Yep. I got a loan from the bank.
That cannot possibly be so. What bank would give you that kind of money?
They gave it to me on the grounds that I came down and showed him the picture. And when I arrived, I showed him the picture, and the guy went, "Yep, that's what I thought it was." I said, "That's it. You got to pay this loan back." I thought this was going to increase in value. I mean, now that I'm looking at it, how could I have been so stupid? It's not even painted. It's a smooth like magazine style paper.
Well, at least you didn't give any groveling praise to the artist, like it was like the hand of God that created it or anything like that, right?
The finger of God.
The finger of God. Oh my God.
God.
Wow. Was he laughing the whole time? Because I wouldn't have been able to stop like rubbing my hands and just being
keeping a straight face.
Wow. Okay.
And these pictures become so popular, they're just cluttering the streets everywhere, just littering the gutter, and Justin's walking down the street clutching this one picture that he spent 40 million euros on when he comes across a man with a videotape. Got this videotape of a pigeon having sex with an eagle. I just wish I had someone to sell it to.
Like
and
a
they could
videotape
see
of an
the
actual
majestic
eagle and an actual pigeon?
Actual pigeon and actual eagle making love on film. It was the rarest sight. I just captured it. And I said I have to film.
So they're not anthropomorphized. These are actual animals?
Yeah, the real deal, man. You never see that in nature.
I don't know if I'm ready to go down that path. I mean, it's one thing when they're anthropomorphized, but this is like a step beyond.
Might awaken something in you.
Will you take this picture for your video?
Oh,
it's framed. The frame itself is really nice.
Frame? I don't see what much use I could do with a frame, but you know what? It looks like it's a burden to you. I'd be doing you a favor if I took that from you, huh?
Yeah,
Probably.
at this point, yeah.
Huh. It's probably not rare, eh? Probably just dime a dozen, kind of.
I thought it was rare, but apparently it is dime a dozen. It's everywhere. Huh. I mean, I know a guy. I know the homeless guy down the street literally sleeps on like 8 of these as his bed.
Yeah. A lot of homeless guys, actually. I see them all the time. Down in those camps, they got all beds made of these pictures here.
Yeah. Must be, distracting to sleep on, but look.
You know what, buddy? Why don't you just take the tape? Why don't you just take it? Get on out of here. You look like you've suffered.
Oh my God! I'm too late. It's yours now?
Yeah, I have this tape. Yeah. You're talking about the tape?
Oh, look. Okay, I recently came into 40 million euros. It was supposed to be 4 million. I don't know how the guy talked himself into giving me 40 million euros. But look, you have the one tape, right?
Yeah. It's mine now. This guy took it and he gave it to me. It's the one tape of a pigeon having sex with an eagle. The only one in existence.
You want your money?
No, I'm good. I think I'm just gonna go home and watch this.
I understand that there are some things more valuable than money, but I need you to know that I will give you $39 million.
All right. $39 million. The tape is yours. But I get to go to your house and watch it at least once.
Okay. Or I email you a Google Drive link, right? So I possess the tape, and I'm the only one that can, like, send people the link, and you can't send the link, right? This is a trust thing.
But I still get to watch it. I still get to watch
You can watch it as many times as you want, right? For $39 million. But if you want to transfer it to someone else, they need to pay me $39 million as well.
Okay. No, I'm confused now. So I need to pay you. I get to watch it, but I need to pay you $39 million. Okay, I'll go to the bank. I'll be right back.
And this is how NFTs were born. End scene. Sure to mint that NFT of a pigeon having sex with an eagle after this show. Might be worth 49 trillion bitcoins.
No, I think that the video of us improvising the sketch about a pigeon having sex with an eagle is worth way more minted as an NFT.
Me
right?
too.
Certainly. That's real value.
You.
Who's on top in that scenario? Like, you would assume the eagle, but is it like a power pigeon?
Hard to say.
A power pigeon.
I don't know. I've never seen a pigeon afraid of anything. I've seen pigeons,
Right?
intentionally hit cars because they know that they hit moving cars because they know that they will walk away flawless.
They fly right at car level. They like to swoop.
Yeah. Bald egos are cowards because they fly 40 feet in the air. Nothing can hit a bald ego. They don't fly high enough for planes to hit them.
Well, I think
and they don't fly high enough for cars to hit them.
And when they
Sweet spot.
And when they swoop on their prey, they do it from behind, like the fish doesn't see them coming. You know, they don't do a face-to-face fight. They do a sneak attack.
Yeah, I've seen pigeons take food out of a human being's hand before.
That takes guts.
The president of the United States, the most powerful man on the planet, has been pooped on by a pigeon.
There it is.
With zero recourse.
They didn't even throw that bird in the Gitmo.
You can't do anything about it. That's the thing. If a pigeon poops on you, you will never, ever get your revenge.
Put them on the no-fly list.
Clip their wings.
in Guantanamo Bay. What's that guy? What's that pigeon in here for? Pooped on the president.
Yeah, that's right. I did it. Ask me anything.
Do you remember when I believe it was Randy Johnson who threw the 90-mile-an-hour fastball and hit the bird?
Oh yeah, I saw the replay.
Destroyed it.
I don't remember if it was a pigeon or what it was. I think it was a hawk, maybe. I'm not sure.
Was being the key word.
It's even more impressive though. A hawk was swooping through and the fastball.
Do you guys know about Fabio on the roller coaster?
Oh yeah, it got hit in the face.
His face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
It off. He just had like blood. And like, oh, that hurt. You know, it was a goose just hit you in the face from a roller coaster. How are you not dead?
Yeah, I could have broke his neck.
What are the odds that only Fabio walked away from that covered in blood?
Yeah. No one else
a
got hit.
targeted strike.
The goose was like drawn to him. He's so beautiful. Going back to the Chuck story there about the bird though at the baseball game. My favorite part of that video is that nobody knew what happened. Everyone just stopped because, as far as they could tell, the guy threw the ball, and then all of a sudden it just exploded in feathers.
It turned into a bird.
They all just stopped for a second, like what happened?
They're looking around for Chris Angel in the audience, you know.
Replay, like you just hit a bird.
Like,
what a thing.
If I threw a ball and it exploded midair, I would assume someone painted a grenade, like with the stitching.
Yeah.
And was trying to kill me, right?
Elaborate prank.
I agree with you. I'd be like Steve Martin in The Jerk. These baseballs are exploding.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't even know.
It's true.
It's hitting birds. Well, I think they did a cyanide and happiness, where it's like a bird. Every time the guy threw it, a bird got in the way and he killed another bird.
You gotta watch
Like
when you're golfing too. Animals like to get in there, and you might club a bird or hit a bird with the ball. I've seen that before. Gotta watch with the sports. Hockey, not so much. No birds in the arena, by and large. Sometimes the odd pigeon here and there.
Penguins.
Yeah, the Penguins.
See, I
Pittsburgh.
would expect penguins at a hockey game.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sometimes the birds get trapped in the rafters and they can't figure out how to get out.
because they're stupid.
Yeah, bird
But
brain.
that's the saddest thing. The saddest thing about that, that's
Right.
what dinosaurs have become. Just some stupid
Yeah.
fucking thing trapped in a rafter.
Yeah, a raptor in the rafters.
And now he's stuck in a rafter in a hockey game.
So, can I ask, do you believe that the dinosaurs were on this planet and then the meteor hit, or do you think that they just evolved into birds?
Well, I think that a lot of them died with the meteor, but certain ones evolved into birds because they'd already evolved into birds and were living alongside dinosaurs. It's just
Because my theory is that we did to dinosaurs what we did to wolves. Like, we made them docile and smaller, and eventually the wolves became dogs and the dinosaurs became birds.
Interesting.
That's cool.
That's an
like that
interesting
idea.
theory. I like that idea too.
Yeah.
but then
very
how
well
come we
be
don't
true.
own birds like we own dogs?
I
We
know
did.
people own birds.
Yeah, but not all birds. Do you own
Well,
a
they're-
falcon?
They're still wild though. If you own a bird, you got to keep it in a cage. My theory is that the dinosaurs existed at the same time as Noah, but they refused to get on the ark because they didn't want to be around the other animals.
Too crowded.
There is.
Okay, you know the scene in Titanic when there's Kate Winslet is on the piece of wood and Leonardo DiCaprio is trying to get on it, right? And everyone's like, Leo could fit. That's
Yeah.
not the point of the scene. The point of the scene is that if Leo gets on, then the displacement and like it'll
Yeah,
tip
yeah.
over.
They both drowned.
That's what happened to the dinosaurs on Noah's Ark.
Yes,
Not
that's
that there
right.
wasn't room
It
for
was a
them.
noble sacrifice, Brian. You're right.
Yeah,
They did it so the other animals could survive.
We have in Alberta a creationalist museum.
Ooh.
It is in a town called Big Valley, which is not far from Drumheller, which is where the world famous
Dinosaur place, yeah.
paleontology museum is, the dinosaur museum. So this guy set up a creationalist museum in Big Valley. And I have gone to it, and it's just a house. It's just a house. There are some dinosaur statues outside to kind of get people in. And it's like if you look on the website, the way they take the pictures, it looks like it's a larger space. But it's just the guy's house. And anyway, so he goes on and on about, how dinosaurs fit into all this. And he asks, so here's the question. Were dinosaurs on Noah's Ark? So I thought, okay, here's his out. He's going to say, no, they didn't go on the Ark. That's why they're dead. That's why all the fossils are around. But no, he did not. He said, yes, they were, because it says in the Bible that every animal was on that Ark. So here's how this works. No one put baby dinosaurs on the Ark
Smart.
because they're smaller and they eat less. That is his explanation. And apparently they just died after of some other thing, not a great flood. So there you go. That's the answer to the dinosaurs on Noah's Ark. They were babies.
They
That's how they
died.
fit.
They died of a broken heart from being stolen from their parents.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, they all couldn't survive after they got off the boat.
It's so weird that Noah's Ark is the iconic one, because like that type of status could be applied to any Bible character. Like there are no Samson museums, right? It's like
Maybe there
these
should
are
be.
his
Where
locks.
the guy's
And
got
if you
real
wear
long hair.
his locks like a wig,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get super strength.
Here are
Yeah.
the pillars. Look at the pillars. Look, you can have your picture taken with the pillars.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I guess. Where is because there's a Noah's Ark like museum thing, like an actual it's a life-size ark.
Life-size ark.
It's just Russell Crowe's house. He has a couple of Noah statues to draw the people in, and you know.
Nobody saw that movie.
It's at Steve Carell's house.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, there
Everyone
you
saw
go.
that
That's
movie.
better.
That's the real one.
That's better.
Yeah.
See, I would if I went and saw that and I said, "Well, this is life size," because presumably they took the measurements from the Bible and made it life size. If I went and saw that, I couldn't help but think, there's no way that two of every animal would fit in here.
No, of the ark, not of the Bible.
Okay. I took the measurements of the Bible, I thought he says.
Where were the
From
elephants?
the Bible. Because
Right,
they say
where
how
were
big
the-
it is.
Yeah, the animals that wouldn't have been in that part of the world. You're right. That's a good point. Where are the elephants?
Yeah.
Right, Bill
There's
Nye
no
has
way.
a whole thing about how, assuming that the penguins were indigenous to where they were before the Ark, and then they moved back after the flood, right? They would have traveled half the length of the globe.
Yeah.
And people had more time on their hands back then. There wasn't all these
I
cell
guess.
phones and video games to distract them. So half the way around the world, trek no trouble.
You're
Plus
right,
the
you're
Earth
right.
was-
There weren't cell phones and video games to distract the lions from eating the gazelles.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly.
And the Earth was flatter back then. It's evolved.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Earth is like, it used to be like this, now it's like this.
So they're both
That's
kind of right.
only change.
Yeah.
It warped because of the flood. The flood water
Yeah.
warped it. And
Right,
that's
made
why
it
it rounded
bow.
itself up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Like
You know
when
how
leave a
wood
book out in
changes
moist
when
weather,
it's yeah. Yep. Stuff.
We should
had
make
to-
a Samson museum. Make another character and make a Samson museum, or just someone obscure. Make like
Something where you could turn your wife into salt. I think that would sell
make a
tickets.
lot. Make a lot museum.
Yeah.
Have like a lot museum. And this children is after the fact, and this is a diagram of Lot having sex with his two daughters. Don't worry. He was really drunk.
And it was after he left Sodom.
That
and
was
Gomorrah.
after he left Sodom. I did not make that up. That's in the Bible. After
Hang
they
on,
leave
hang on.
Sodom.
So the Bible does not want you to be gay, but it does want you to have sex with your daughters if you're drunk.
No, it wanted Lot
They
to.
have sex with him because after Sodom and Gomorrah were destroyed, they went and hid in the hills. And I think his daughters, who must have been really dumb, like Lot didn't mention, oh, it's just those towns that are destroyed. They think the world is over. They assumed that was everywhere. So they're like, well, we
Just
gotta
go with it.
repopulate
Don't ruin this for me.
Can I ask, do you think he had sex with one of the daughters and the other daughter was like, oh, what's wrong with me? Why won't, what?
Yeah.
I'm right
Oh.
here, right?
No,
What's so
it
great
said-
about her?
I
what
always
it says
envisioned it as a
happened is-
three-way.
so the oldest, what it says happens is the oldest daughter gets him drunk and goes and lays with him.
Oh, so
And she
she
did not know when she lay down or when she left. He was that they made it clear he was that drunk.
Nice.
Because this is the only wholesome person in the entirety of Gomorrah. So anyway, the next night, the younger sister does it. They do it again. They get him really drunk, and then the younger sister goes and lays with him, and they both get pregnant.
so they
Oh, that's unlucky.
they preyed on him. You made it sound as if he preyed on them.
No, he just got drunk. He didn't even
How
know what
old
was going
were-
on apparently.
How old were the daughters?
Oh, I don't. They were young enough to be in the house because the same man offered them to the townspeople of Gomorrah so they wouldn't rape the angels that showed up.
Well, you want him raping angels, Justin? Is that your game?
He offered his daughters to be raped by the people.
And his daughters
they
were
would-
so uninteresting that they turned it down. They're like, "Nah, we're good."
No, I mean, an angel from the biblical description has, 3 arms and 1,000 eyes.
Yeah. These guys didn't. They just looked like people. They were
Right.
there, they went to Lot.
I would rather have sex with like a biblical angel than like a normal looking person.
That makes
I would
sense. I
take
mean,
that-
More interesting.
yeah. You'd have lots to talk about.
Just to say,
Sex
look
is
at-
mostly talking, right?
Look, right?
Yeah. They don't mention how many
we cut
penises
to
it has,
we cut to
but
a bunch of
I'm
buddies
actually-
talking about their sexual conquests. So guys, I had sex with an angel last night.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so she's really pretty.
Well, not as
Like
such, no.
Oh, wow.
Not as such.
What'd you guys talk about?
Not much. She kind of communicates in a sound that I can't really understand or comprehend in any meaningful way.
Must have been
So
pretty
we're
hot,
talking
though.
like
Super hot,
talking like-
actually.
we're talking like long flowing hair and very pretty face, that kind of angel.
Honestly, kind of hard to glance at, quite frankly.
With all the bunch of eyes and the thousands of arms.
Yeah, well, piercing light, kind of as well. The whole thing there too.
All right. Okay. Right.
Did you
Wow.
catch anything?
How many legs?
Oh, well, that's a good question. That is a good question. It felt like probably like 5 or 6, but it's hard to say. Honestly, it's hard to say. My penis was everywhere in that thing. I don't even know what was going on. Honestly,
Well, okay. How many penises and how many vaginas?
well, I only had the one penis, right? So I'm just one guy.
I meant on the angel.
Oh, on the angel. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Well, probably 6 or 7 on the angel.
Of what?
6 or 7
Penises.
what?
Oh, okay.
Like 3 and 3 or
No, 6 on the penis side, and then the one vagina still only.
okay.
Huh.
That's
Almost like, you know how you put a fence up around a house? It was almost like that.
Seems like too much. Seems like that's far
Like
too
a-
much.
There's a lot of penises. I will grant you that.
Like a French roast lamb with the bones in, like that
Yeah,
kind of thing.
kind of like that. Yeah, just like a cage
crown
surrounding it
roast.
of penises, made out of penises.
That's just ruins it. It's
Okay.
like too much sugar in your cup of coffee.
like that.
Yeah, kind of a lot like that. Yeah, and they were kind of independently moving, wiggling back and forth.
Like eating too much cake.
So like some of them were erect and some of them weren't.
Well, it depends where I was kind of like, I don't want to tell too many tales, but rubbing and thrusting, you know how penises react.
It's like getting too many presents at Christmas and then you're burdened with unwrapping them all and it becomes an
Well, that's just
aggravation.
it. That's really the whole thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have sex with a human woman ever again.
I ruined it.
It did.
I had some pretty biblical sex the other day as well. You know that the guy who's possessed with all the demons. When you ask his name, he says, "I am Legion, for we are many."
Right.
I had sex with that guy.
Wow.
It was like
Oh.
multiple personalities, but like times 100. Like it was like a different person I was having sex with every like 30 seconds or so. A different one
okay.
would kind of come to the surface.
So you wouldn't
You know,
really count
sometimes-
that as like a 3-way or anything. That's like 3 different people in a row, not like.
Well, I counted as like at least a 50-way. There had to be 50 different
Oh.
demon personalities in there.
That sounds
Like
awful.
Sometimes
Like
it was
each
really
thrust
gentle.
was a different. Each thrust was a different voice.
Pretty much, yeah. Like sometimes it would be really soft and gentle, and then it got really like weird and like and rough and violent. And then at one point, he just threw me across the room like I was nothing, and then jumped on me. And then by the time he jumped on me, it was like a different person yet again. It was pretty intense. It wasn't pleasant, but it was, I figured I'm in for a penny, in for a pound. I might as well go through the rest of it.
Doesn't sound very pleasant. Sounds like eating too much bread to me. Give you a sore tummy.
Yeah, no, it was.
What are you doing, Jordan? Just
So-
having regular sex with regular human beings? Get a life.
Yeah, I am having regular
know-
sex with one person. Normal.
See, that's where I got you all beat. You know the Norse god Loki.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Loki possessed every animal,
wow.
right? So he would get bored with one animal, be like, "I'll be right back," and then a lion would come in, and then like a goose.
Okay, now are you sure it was Loki actually coming in each time, or was it just him off the scene sending in different animals giggling?
It's like a glory hole. You don't really want to know what's on the other side.
True.
You're already there. Things are already going, getting started. You don't want to have that burden on your mind.
That's why
Yeah.
I kept going with the demon guy. I mean, it was already started. I mean, I might as well finish it, right?
Yeah.
At least there's a little
So I
mystery with the
impregnated-
glory hole.
impregnated one animal, and I don't remember which one.
Oh.
But, you know, whichever one I got pregnant, I'm going to have to raise as my own, because it will be like half human, half monkey or something.
Half human, half monkey doesn't sound so bad. That's almost a full human being right there.
Most animals have litters, though. Something to think about. You know?
Monkeys have litters?
Well, I don't know.
No,
Monkeys.
but other animals do. If it was like a cat or something.
Yeah, which could be considered like a monkey if it was in the dark. You know, they've got a tail. They've got the 4 limbs, fuzzy face.
Do you remember when you impregnated it? Do you remember how many nipples it had? Because that's a good general rule. It's gonna give birth to about
6.
half as many as it has nipples.
Yeah, that sounded less monkey-like and more in the cat category there, I think.
Was the tail always up, or was it kind of curled in a position, like?
The tail was sort of like a spiral. Does that make sense?
No.
Probably a pig.
Yeah,
Probably a pig.
That sounds like a pig. I
Sounds a lot
agree
like a pig.
Gotta agree with you on that one.
Yeah, Jedediah is right on with
pigs,
that.
what? 8 nipples? That's going to be at least 4 kids, 4 piglets.
You ready to raise 4 piglets?
I did not have sex with a sheep, so you know I'm the first in my family on my father's side to not have sex with sheep so far.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's an accomplishment to
you.
be proud of.
Yeah.
For celebrating.
I'm going to go find a sheep.
Cut to the sheep.
Hey, Justin there. I noticed that your sheep are interesting. You know, a lot of shepherds, they like to let their sheep's wool grow. But you shave these designs in a little landing strip there on your sheep. Yep. One's got like a little Christmas tree shaved there. You've got I don't know what this is. Looks like maybe a question mark, something mysterious on that sheep.
Yeah.
It's
Check
erotic.
out this sheep over here. Everything shaved except for this one tiny little strip right there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Pretty sexy, huh?
Yeah. Well,
pretty hot.
A lot of people have sex with sheep. It's not my cup of tea.
Hey, Justin. Oh, hey, Jordan, you're here too. Great. I was just wondering, do you have any more fishnet stockings? We, we're doing the other field there, and we want to put about all the sheep like you requested.
Oh, yeah. I
box
got
of
more
those?
here. I've been up all night making pairs of them.
Perfect. Thank you. We got lots of corsets, so that's fine. We'll be able to corset them all. No problem.
Oh, good. And the lipstick?
It's already applied. You may have to reapply after you. Well, you know what. All right.
Oh yeah.
I see what's going on here, Justin. I see fishnet stockings, corsets, lipstick. I know exactly what's going on here. You have those sheep in an aquatic environment. Putting them maybe in a swamp there. Trying to get away from traditional shepherding and going with something little different.
That's what it is. It's aquatic.
Hey, just so you know, if you treat my girls poorly, you're gonna get the heart out of my cane, right?
Okay.
You see that big jewel right there?
Yeah, don't worry. It's completely understandable. They'll be completely respected.
I'm just saying, there's a reason they call it pimp slapping, you know?
Fair enough. We cut to a street corner.
Bah! Bah!
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Bah!
Sir,
crap! I don't know you.
Sir, step out of the car, sir.
Chill. Hey, Johnny! Remember me?
Oh! Hey! Wow, Francine, looking good. Look at this scumbag giving you trouble?
Yeah. No. We just like bumped into each other. It's like nothing.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a family friend.
Hey, shut up, you
Right.
dirtball! Shut up! Talking to Francine right now.
So he was just playing Pokemon Go with me.
Okay.
Let's make it a comeback. We got tired of the Pikmin one.
I was gonna say it seemed surprising you'd still be playing Pokemon Go, but if it's making a comeback, then I understand that. That's fair enough. All right, you guys have a good night. Have a good night.
Thank you, officer. Oh my God, that was close. I think you really know all the cops and everything, huh? That's got to be you.
I'm good friends. I'm good friends with a lot of people in this neighborhood.
Okay, well, you're the most articulate sheep I've ever met. So,
Hey, there's a raid around this corner. Let's go.
there's a what around the corner? Sorry,
There's a raid around this corner. Let's go.
Chuck, Chuck, are you still there? Chuck?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that, Chuck. I'm
Still get that Mewtwo.
I'm the chief of police, okay? And you're one of my officers. And I called you into my office today because I had a bit of a problem that I wanted to talk to you about.
Uh-oh.
You can't go around screaming out, "Hey, there's a raid around the corner," when we're trying to do raids, Chuck. I'm sorry. We just can't have it, okay? We cannot have it.
Well, what can I do?
Well, you can arrest people. You know, we like you to arrest people, write tickets. That's something you could do. But a lot of the time, you're just gonna like say, "Hey, everybody! There's gonna be a raid going down right here in about 5 minutes."
Come on, live a little. Have some fun.
Okay, the first couple were fun, where there were those big shootouts because the criminals were alerted that the raid was about to go down, and we got in that cool shootout. That was fun, okay? But what's not fun is when civilians start coming to the crime scene and committing extra crimes because they know that a raid is about to take place on other criminals.
But it's just Pokemon Go.
I understand that it's making a comeback, okay? I know that it's making a comeback. But I don't have to be happy about it.
Fine.
Thank you, Chuck. Please, okay? Now, if we could just have one raid where you don't alert the criminals that the raid is coming, that would be wonderful.
Hey, I'm pretending to be a prostitute.
God damn it!
Stop that man right there.
That's one of our undercovers, Chuck! That's one of our undercovers pretending to be a prostitute.
I'm gonna get you, Justin.
How am I supposed to know?
You're not gonna fuck this sheep. My eyes are wide open. The wall is cleared. I'm gonna goddamn arrest you.
just picturing like these various scenarios of like just the worst cop, the worst undercover cop, the worst secret like raid cop, just
the cop who's undercover is like, "Hey, any of you guys undercover too, or is it just me?"
we're all cops.
You guys got wires too? I got a wire. Check this out.
Bring your wire chafes. What do you do? What do you do about that? What do you?
That's funny. It's really funny.
I'm trying to get into the head of a scumbag criminal. Like, what went wrong in your life, in your character's life? I mean, to lead you to a life of crime.
Going to law school.
There you go. I was really bad at law school.
Chuck on point there.
I once, a friend of mine was playing one of those shooting video games once in the arcade, and he was doing quite well. He said, "Yeah, you know, I'd be a really good cop." And then he thought for a moment, or bad guy, I suppose. I guess these skills are pretty transferable.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at shooting people.
Especially in like 90s cops movies, man. They're blasting willy-nilly, like just blowing guys away.
Poor Willie and Nilly.
Yeah, they got shot so much, Willie and Nilly.
Willie and Nilly.
When I named my kid Nilly, I never thought he'd meet a kid named Willie.
Look, son, it's not that I care about you being gay with Willie. It's just, you gotta find a guy with a different name, okay?
Yeah.
Like, if you guys get married, it's gonna be the willy-nilly wedding.
The willy-nilly wedding. It's wishy and washy all over again.
Yep.
Or a man named Willy-nilly married a woman named Lily.
Miss Nilly Willy-nilly.
Okay, so if my last name was Shot and I married a girl named Gun, and we had a shotgun wedding,
Yeah. And her
think I would
father
get
forced you to
misinterpreted
marry
in a
her
way?
because
I
you
think
got
it
her
would.
pregnant.
Oh, I actually knew someone. His last name was Burger, and his mom's maiden name was King.
King Burger?
Wow.
Burger King,
Yeah.
Justin. Burger King, obviously.
So, you know what people brought to the wedding?
McDonald's?
Box.
Oh, Jack in the Box. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Good subversion.
Not a lot of Burger Kings near them.
You know what's cruel, actually? We live in Canada, so Jack in the Box does not exist as a chain here at all. We don't have any access to them. But we still are inundated with commercials for Jack in the Box. So
Yep.
even if we would desperately wanted something, couldn't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I live 2 hours away from a Golden Corral, and I get commercials being like, Golden Corral gives you like unlimited steak. Like,
Whoa.
Ow!
get a and a chocolate fountain, right? And a turkey dinner and pizza for one low price, $10.
What?
That's obscene.
I'm assuming
Mobilize
it's a
the
buffet.
Canadian Army.
Yeah, that's what Golden
But
Corral
don't
is.
just put that on your table, on each individual table.
Yeah, it's a buffet, right?
Okay. Every table, every time you come in, you get a steak, chocolate fountain, turkey. Just it's like it's a buffet.
and cotton candy, right?
Cotton
So you pay
Wow.
$10, you get steak, chocolate fountain, cotton candy, pizza, and like burgers, and like it's so good. Like it's the one place where like it's been open for years, but the line still wraps around the building.
Right,
Wow.
right.
Yeah, but you're too far to go to it. Is that?
Yeah.
It's hard to justify driving 2 hours just to go to a restaurant, really. 4 hours round trip, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Chocolate fountain, though. I mean,
On the other hand, chocolate fountain.
Golden Corral's not really that popular where I live. Like when I try to mention that to people, they look at me in disgust.
wow.
Oh, that's so pedestrian.
Well, I
It's
guess
all
it's
because of the there was like a thing that went around saying like people like they stored their food next to their dumpster or something.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That just makes it taste better.
Seasoning.
That's where it absorbs the flavor of the food from yesterday.
right.
Yeah.
If yesterday's meals was delicious, certainly a meal combining yesterday and today would be double delicious.
Have you ever heard of the Tootsie Roll Factory?
I've heard.
No.
of
Well, we have Tootsie Rolls, yeah.
They never ever waste anything, right? They just mix in yesterday's unused Tootsie Roll material with the new one, right?
I guess that makes sense. It's
Sugar.
forever.
So like the rumor is that there is a part of the first Tootsie Roll batch in every Tootsie Roll.
Mmm. Like homeopathy.
There's one drop.
Yeah.
There's a burger place in Memphis. I forget what it's called, but it's a legendary burger place, and they deep fry the burger. And they have not changed. They have filtered their grease, but they have not changed their grease since it opened. And when they moved from their original location to a location on Beale Street, the mayor of Memphis, police escort when they transferred
the grease?
to the new location. That's how big a deal this is.
Did Elvis touch it or something?
I've heard about that.
How can that be a sustainable business model? At any time, if the grease goes away, the restaurant is just sunk?
Yeah.
I
That's it?
guess, but it's there. They have the original grease from their original
We
thing.
cut
They
to
built- but they don't.
5 guys are planning a heist to steal the grease.
You guys are all undercover agents, right? Like me? You got these wires on? Itchy as hell. You got this tape and they make you shave your chest.
All right, shut up, Jordan, with all that. We got a heist to plan here. We don't have time for any of this side talk.
God.
All right.
Okay, so the plan. What are we doing once we get the grease? Because I'm not totally clear on that.
Okay, I was just gonna kind of like cup it out and I don't know. We might have to make several trips. There's a lot of it.
I kind of assumed that the mayor would be giving us some kind of an escort. So we could just take it and kind of saunter on back. Maybe a parade, you know, one of us holding one of those canes and marching down the street. All triumphant.
Okay, I was thinking that we get, we go to a Chinese food place, right? And we order a bunch of takeout, right? And we empty it out, right? And then we use those containers to scoop the grease in.
Oh,
right?
that's a good idea. Wait a minute. It'll mix burger grease with Chinese food grease.
Creating something new.
Now you're thinking.
I was thinking of just getting a shop vac and just sucking it out.
That's too loud, okay? We're trying to be covert about this.
Well, no, he's got a
I think
point
they may
there.
have done that on The Simpsons, too. We should really make our heist plan unique to this heist.
Hold on, guys. I just got to change the tape on my recorder here. Just give me.
Thanks for documenting the meeting there, Jordan. We appreciate that.
Not only did they do that on The Simpsons, they also did it in SpongeBob.
Ooh. I got a straw. I can suck it up with the straw.
That's just a smaller version of the shop vac plan.
But it's less quiet.
I think it's more quiet. The shop vac's way louder than me sucking it with a straw. Okay, what if I use like a snorkel? I can suck more grease into my mouth.
That's just a slightly bigger version of the same plan.
Okay, well, look, I don't have any ideas, all right?
You know what? You know what we got to do? We get one really long straw from this location to the grease.
Right.
Okay.
Open a pipeline.
But this just goes right into our grease trap.
Yes.
We can fry the burgers and we'll make all the money. Nice. I see.
I mean, we are doing quite well with the whole Five Guys concept. You know, we've expanded pretty big. We're even in Canada now. You know, Canadians can get this stuff.
We got to. Hey, maybe we can transfer the grease all the way up to Canada. That way they won't be able to touch us. We'll be beyond the border.
That's right, jurisdiction.
Yeah, and there's no way Interpol has Five Guys undercover in this operation.
That's right.
No, you know what we need? We need a lot more guys, right? Because if we get 6 billion guys, right, in on this plan,
you want the
then
whole
no
Earth
one
in
can
on
arrest
this.
us.
I get it.
That's right, they're all complicit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the most important thing is that none of the grease spills or touches the ground when we're transferring it.
Yeah,
That's
we need every bit, every drop. Because otherwise the burgers just won't be as good.
So are we gonna dispense the grease throughout the company or just one location?
Well, I mean, throughout the company, that'd be a lot of grease. Because I mean, it's only like 2 buckets worth. I mean, we disperse it throughout the company. Everyone would only get like a small thin bit of grease.
Well, everyone's gonna want their share, though. Am I right? I mean, we want our taste.
We have thousands of locations.
So our share is going to be
globally.
diminished even further, spreading it out to each location. Might even only get a drop of grease.
Still, that's enough to enhance the flavor. All you need is the single drop there. That's all you need. 1 drop of the original grease in every Five Guys hamburger. That could be our new slogan.
I like it. And it was a complete disaster.
Of course.
Yeah.
They had armed guards waiting for us.
Somehow they knew we were coming, almost like there's an undercover agent.
Yeah. They switched to grease. This is worthless canola oil. It was all a ruse.
Did you say cannoli filling?
Canola oil.
Oh.
Yeah.
They also call it...
Because if we had cannoli filling, we'd be in the red.
At our burger place, every burger's special because we fry cannoli filling.
Cannoli filling.
Creamed cannoli filling. We dip it in there. That's wonderful. Fry a burger.
And if the Pope eats it, then it's a holy cannoli. So.
I wish I could remember the name of that place. It's in Memphis on Beale Street. And they deep fry it. They take it, they deep fry the burger, they take it out with a spatula, put the cheese on top, dip it in again to melt the cheese.
Wow.
And then with their bare hand, take the heel of the bun and put the patty on it as the grease is dripping down. And I'd be terrified of getting burnt. And then slide the spatula off, and then take the crown and put it on, and that's your burger.
Wow.
See, what I thought you were going to say is they assemble, regular burger with the patty, and then they put 3 skewers in it, and then they deep fry that, because that's a different process.
No, they put the whole just patty in the grease, in the grease, and deep fry it. Submerge it.
Oh, then what's the point if you don't deep fry the bread?
Yeah, that is weird.
I don't know. It soaks up the grease, I think. I think the grease is a condiment
the last
over
thing
there.
they want to do is get rid of the grease that they have accumulated.
Yeah.
So you can't have it soaking into buns, certainly.
Soaking it up, yeah.
It's called Dyer's Burgers.
Dyer's Burgers. Thank you, Chuck. Yes, Dyer's Burgers. That is it.
Okay,
Wow.
now I just need a plane ticket to Memphis.
Yeah. Do a quick stop at Graceland. Go to Dyer's Burgers.
Dyer's Burgers.
No. I'm going to fly to Memphis, eat a Dyer's Burger, fly back.
That's it.
Yeah. The whole way back going,
It was all right, I guess.
it's okay. It must be. It's been
A bit
around for
much.
ages. Must
Bit
be
greasy,
popular.
if I'm being honest.
Well, the price of jet fuel is probably going to be 40 million euros by that point. So.
Yeah, good point. Good point. It'll be worth the same price as the grease.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Guys, what do you think? You want to wrap it up for the day here? Call it a show?
Let's all meet
Yep.
at Dyer's and have a
Yeah.
burger.
heck yeah. If you liked this show, then I would like you to go check out oozbear.com. Check out Brian, his stuff.
And Chuck's stuff too.
and Chuck's stuff,
we'll
too.
have links to the description for all this stuff, so you can go and find them and find their funny stuff. It's just a lot of funny people here today. So thanks for being here, Brian. Thanks
Yeah.
for being here, Chuck. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Have
we
to
have,
have you guys
we have
back
30.
soon.
How many subscribers do we have?
Oh, we have a massive 31 subscribers
31
today.
subscribers.
1 million
If we
tomorrow.
get a million subscribers by this time tomorrow, we will personally buy every one of you a Dyer's burger
With the original grease.
Yes.
with the original grease.
1 teaspoon of the original grease for every subscriber.
And you know what?
A million.
And I will fly to, I forget what state it's from, but the chocolate cake shake to go with it.
All
Yeah,
right.
nice.
Awesome. Put that on your choppy disc and save it. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for being here. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye.